We're going to stick with talking about the water. Summer plans certainly in full swing. Just a few days before that big holiday weekend, the city of Buffalo today announcing that outdoor city pools will not be opening this season. You may have heard this a half hour ago. A lack of lifeguards is to blame. The city was on a hiring blitz this spring trying to recruit students, increasing the pay, covering all the training costs. But Buffalo needed 80 lifeguards and only has 20.
The outdoor pools are larger and require more staff than the indoor pools in order to open and to have that rotation and to consistently open day in and day out. So in order to provide the most consistent and most swimming hours available to the public with the staff that we have, we're keeping the 2 indoor pools operating through the summer season.
So also today on the flip side, the city of Niagara Falls said that it will open its pools this summer. We expect to get the schedule tomorrow, but this lifeguard shortage is widespread. And that means the town pool in West Seneca, like in Buffalo, will also stay closed. Joining us live right now is Bob Breidenstein. He sits on the West Seneca Town Board. We really appreciate you coming on. You know, this lifeguard shortage is affecting so many different places. Tell us about the difficulty that you've specifically had there in West Seneca.
Well, our difficulties followed the path that we just heard from the city of Buffalo. There's an extreme national lifeguard shortage, and there's approximately a 300,000 lifeguard deficit across the country. And West Seneca and municipalities across Western New York are certainly experiencing those difficulties finding certified, qualified lifeguards willing to work at outdoor facilities this summer.
Bob, I know that this is a difficult question to answer, but you kind of wonder, like, what's behind this, right? Is it just that it's too difficult to get certified? Is it that it's too expensive and these, typically teenagers don't have the money or don't want to pay for that? Are they finding other jobs that are easier and pay better? I mean, what do you think is behind this of why young people don't want to take these jobs?
Well, I think it's a convergence of many of those factors, Michael. I think it's an extension of the pandemic. Lifeguard courses are timely. They're exorbitantly expensive. To ask a teenager to front several $100,000 to secure a job that pays slightly above minimum wage. Like Buffalo, we tried to increase lifeguard pay. We provided signing bonuses and retention bonuses. And teenagers simply, I think, are more inclined to go get an odd job or a summer job where they don't have to outlay a significant amount of money and have people's lives in their hands. That's a lot to ask for a 16-year-old.
Yeah, a few $100 can certainly add up quickly at that age. I can remember, though, when I was growing up, I mean, everybody wanted to be a lifeguard. It was such a sought-after job, and it just doesn't seem to be the case now. Finally, what is the reaction that you're hearing from residents? I'm sure people are disappointed. And then also, this isn't just limited to lifeguards, right? Aren't there other positions in towns, these kind of seasonal positions that are hard to fill as well?
Well, yes, I think, again, the recreation and aquatics jobs are challenging to fill. Many towns are struggling with this, and I agree, the lifeguard job was a coveted position. And I think some of the regulations and the rotations that are required to operate a municipal aquatic center, particularly outside, the regulations are pretty challenging and staff intensive. We're doing okay in West Seneca now for other recreation programs. And in about a week or so, our Recreation Commission is going to meet and talk about ways to repurpose the pool so that it can maintain as a hub in the town of West Seneca for a recreation facility.
Bob Breidenstein is with the West Seneca Town Board. I know you're disappointed to kind of make this announcement. You'd love to have the pools open. It is a widespread problem and something we're going to have to continue to look into. Thanks so much for coming on. We appreciate it.
Thanks so much, Michael.